And read what she said. She got hate mail, people cussing her, people were just like, what are you talking about? You're an idiot. A woman whose scientific prowess is there, is there to be attested to, but what she discovered was so upsetting for some people that she was hated on by people who, of course, are nowhere near as scientifically qualified as she is. Botany and oceanography and ceremonial and cultural correspondences between some of the stuff we're seeing in Africa and in the Americas. For example, Bart Jordan, a famous mathematical genius, child genius, who was so bright that he was given a public audience with Albert Einstein when he was just a child. This is how mathematically genius the gentleman was. He'd done a study of African pyramids, of ancient Egyptian pyramids, and Mesoamerican pyramids. According to him, not according to me, I'm not on that level mathematically. According to his study, he's like, they have to have been related, because the complex mathematical relationships to particular planets like Venus that these pyramids are built around, there's just no way. He was like, it's impossible that you would get that correlation without some sort of relationship. Again, if you have an issue with it, take it up with him. I don't have the answer, but next slide. So, here we have in Mexico, in 800 BC, cane rows. No big deal, till we turn the face round. How do we explain a face like that turning up in Mexico in 800 BC? Now, I would put it to you that if this was an overtly Chinese face, or a face that looked like a Viking, we wouldn't even have to have a debate. Everyone would be like, well, it must mean based on one face. The Vikings must have gone to America. How could you have an obviously Viking face in America unless there was Vikings there? Yet we can have a face like this, and people can honestly look at this and say, it's impossible that people of African heritage could have gone to America. Okay, and not all the Olmec heads look like that. I want to restate again, Van Serten was very clear. Not all of the Olmec heads were Africans. So pointing out that some of them don't look like Africans is irrelevant, because he was very clear that many of them are obviously not African and Native American. Next slide, please. This is the Tifinagh script that I was talking about from Hull Bay in St. Thomas. Sorry, the Tifinagh script is not in Hull Bay. It's on, does say there, Bottom Reef Bay in St. John's in the US Virgin Islands, so same collection of islands. And if you read what it says, it actually talks about ablutions. So not only is it an ancient Libyan script that we know medieval Malians used, but it makes an explicit Islamic reference. And we know that kingdom was Islamic at the time. Next slide, please. This is Mali at its height. I just wanted to show you to get a sense of just how massive it was. 1,500 miles across,